A Dundee Award.
Wow. I wonder...
What? 3 wishes, please.
Man, I don't need 3 wishes. I just have 1 wish in the world, and it's for Rolando Chusan to be on the other side of this couch.
It's a tough ask.
You think you could do
But
it?
so shall it be.
Oh my God!
On this episode of the Bells and Whistles podcast, we have Rolando Chusan. He's the most likable person that I've ever met in my life.
You're never gonna believe
you
it.
have to watch the entire podcast, and at the end, so we talk about
What are we going to talk about? We talk
about
about his
puppets.
His puppets.
We talk about what else? We talk about Pokemon. There's
A lot of Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon talk.
And then at the end, he gives me the best gift I've ever received in my life. All that and much, much more on this episode of the Bells and Whistles podcast.
Run that intro!
I've always wanted to say that. You know what problem I had with clickbait is that you weren't in it enough.
Oh, let's
Ryan's
say
not
let's
in
get that
enough.
again. Let's start the podcast there. Welcome back to the Bells and Whistles podcast. Ryan Quigley, Ethan Bernie. Today we have a very smart guest. We have an incredibly special guest.
Someone the smartest guest we've had.
At last, someone with taste. Yeah. We had an actor, a producer, a writer.
Oh my
What else?
gosh, this is crazy.
Anything else?
Director. You directed us.
Texan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
A Texan.
I was top 100 smoking Chino Diamond and Pearl fucking.
You ever do any philanthropy work?
Oh, I wish I had the money for that.
You're ready. Right. There you go.
Rolando Chusan, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
At last.
Woo!
We've been
brought him
trying to
on.
get this man on the podcast
years
for about 6
Fish
years
Fry. I've been
now.
trying to be on the podcast for so long.
Oh
too,
my
man.
God. What a
Yeah.
fucking pleasure. How are you, buddy?
Dude, I'm so good. I was just telling you guys that I'm such a fucking big fan. This is like a dream come true for me.
A dream come true. What a sad dream. What a sad dream it is.
Hey, you know, one man's dream is another man's treasure.
Oh man, this is really exciting, and but yeah, let's lead off by you talking about how there wasn't enough Brad in clickbait. The show.
Yeah, no, I saw clickbait, and honestly, I was like, because I'm a fan of the show, so like,
You were expecting it to be good.
I was expecting it to be about you two.
No.
And then like you were like sprinkled in there.
I was a setup guy.
You were what
was a
was great.
supporting
So
character.
the idea was that this isn't right because we're teasing something that'll never be seen. But in episode 2,
This isn't right.
yeah, it isn't right.
Stop now.
Yeah.
Not God's way.
In episode, it was Adam and Steve, not episode 2. In episode 2, Ryan's character becomes Elton's like what was you were like kind of assistant. You were like the man. You were there sent in to make sure that we were on task.
I would become Elton. Eventually, Elton's a combination of his Toby and his Dwight.
Yeah.
Almost.
And so there was a lot of kind
And his
of
Jim or whatever.
It would be that Brad would be more involved in all the future episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
made sense to me. But at the first episode, I wanted you
I
guys
know
to just
it's
hit
not
me
right.
with
Hit
the
me with the
We wanted everybody to want more.
yes.
And it turns out you were the only one. Unfortunately.
Well, do you remember? It's crazy because you have to think of like that first episode when we first filmed it and wrote it. Remember, none of those office scenes were even in the damn thing.
My
Do you
character
remember that?
didn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
When we
I
first
can't-
filmed
yeah.
Click, this is so stupid because we're doing an episode about you.
No,
and
no,
we're doing
no.
like the
Really
first
don't.
like 5-10
It's
minutes.
really
It's like, hey, here's more of this show that you've
You guys
seen
clearly
several
weren't
hundred
very
times now.
interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we filmed it. I can't even remember how I guess it started with Michelle's character, right? Was what it was supposed to start with, and I just popped up.
Yeah,
Wasn't that
that's
the
how
idea?
it started. It was just you just entered her apartment.
And you had come on, and that was when we became such close friends and fast friends making it. And we, for one, thought this episode is only halfway done anyway. We should write these scenes, and in my opinion, they're the funniest scenes. In the
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, Show's dead. Isn't it? I mean,
There's something room for
Damn
something.
shame. Yeah, no, it was all in an effort. It wasn't in an effort to write me in. It was an effort to establish the world.
No, room for something else. But also, I'm sure you guys discovered, like, because I know this because I asked the question. How did two such different personalities?
This is. We were thinking this was going to be the episode where we reveal.
Well, I'm only
who
revealing
you
because
are,
you kind of found out last week. Dude.
Yeah, I
Wait,
thought
no,
so.
no,
It is
before we say it. Before we officially say it.
Okay.
Before we officially say it. How could, knowing me, I feel like me and Ephraim are like just two polite young men.
Yes.
That's how I kind of describe us.
Okay.
Like we're very just like, how in the heck could you possibly think I was Foxy?
Foxy, that's great. I was trying to stir the bucket a little bit.
But also, like, a real genuine apology to Foxyon. Because I was really sure it was you. And it's a little awkward now. You're a loyal fan. Thank you for putting up with it. Foxyon, I apologize for calling you a
Foxyon
liar.
is a fan of yours, too. Because
is he?
I
Yeah.
think in one of the things Foxyon responded to us saying, it's probably you.
Oh,
and
really?
He was saying, I think Foxyon says, there's no way I'm that handsome.
Oh,
He
Foxy.
does say
Thank
that.
you, Foxy.
Yeah, we think you're handsome,
Foxy,
I
we
you
think
both
you're
are
handsome.
handsome.
No.
Foxy, and we love Foxy.
This is great. No, the kid is
he's the
the
kid.
reveal.
I also did give you a hint, by the way, but it's a very subtle hint.
It was a subtle hint.
That like literally I've never even talked to you
What
about.
would it have been?
So when I said I was an Asian kid, so I think I spoke to you, but my again, like probably like in our regional theater days, was my great grandfather's Chinese. So like, I'm part Asian.
So part Asian, part the kid.
Part the
I'm sorry, I'm still putting two and two together here.
Because it's true. Because at some point, you were like, "No, I can't be him. Rolando's not Asian." That was an actual quote you said. He's like, "No, Rolando's not Asian."
I think I probably did say that. And I'm sorry that I didn't remember all those years back.
You should have seen Ephraim so I met Ephraim. Where did I look at, by the way? Do I look at
This is your camera.
This is your camera
you.
here,
This
yeah.
is you. Say hi to the people.
What's up, y'all? I met Ephraim because he was a little bit of a rock star. When
I
met
heard
him.
he was a big deal.
He was a big deal.
I'm something
he was a
of a
big deal.
diva. You don't
So-
understand.
No, not at all.
Walking
Like,
around with his fedora.
He was a secret. Everybody was trying to like get to know each other. He was like with his dad. He's like, no, I'm staying like with my dad in a whole separate house or
I
something.
know. A lot of people would call that a loser.
Guys, I can't hang out. I can't hang out with my dad.
Yeah, it's like everybody was hanging out, and I was stuck with my dad.
Well, it was also his dad is Reed Birney. So
Yeah, I was like,
you know,
yeah, guys, I only hang out with Tony Award winners.
yeah, dude, and quickly he also like was fucking incredible, and like your show was
Wow.
sick. And also
Yeah, no,
you
it
and
was
your
a-
dad were
It
incredible.
was a very thank you. It was a very cool
I
thing.
kind of die on the pillar that like I think the best actors I know do regional theater. Like they're not the ones like on TV. They're the ones doing Shakespeare and like random plays.
Hey,
like, in
say
Virginia.
it louder for the people.
More regional theater and more Brad Sanders from Clickbait the Show.
But I tend to do this thing where like if someone's really talented and I'm like I want like they inspire me. I'm like, yeah, I want to make this guy my friend.
You
And-
were so sweet at that festival. You were seriously, and also very, very good in your
Oh,
show
thank
too.
you so much. I
You
appreciate
had a bill of goods that was a little difficult. Like you came on halfway through the show, didn't you? Or like I don't know, like maybe it was like a third of the way in. I remember you come on. You're wearing a dress.
Yeah. So I was
he was wearing
Okay.
just a hell of a looker.
No,
if I was ever
My red wig.
if I was ever to swing
Real,
away,
that's why you thought he was Foxy on, huh?
that was good.
That was good. Tip your bartenders. So wait, this was
this
a
play
theater
that he was
festival.
doing at
Yeah.
the first time we ever did Chester Bailey.
Support group
was
for men.
in West Virginia,
Of course.
and you did support group for men, which was in the same
Like
festival.
Yeah.
and people have called this show a support group for men in a lot of ways.
We're here
supports
for you.
me. It supports me in my journey through life. But yeah, so yeah, I was a straight cross dresser.
Okay.
Was the character.
Yeah.
And I did come like I had to like come literally out of a closet to the support group for men.
It was
and, like,
so crazy. It was, but I remember you had that great scene with Scott.
Scotty Yellows.
Yeah,
Yes,
which
Sir
was
Scott.
really, really fun. You had to be there, but it was you were so good in it,
I appreciate it.
and
man.
everybody, I can't remember this because hey, here's something.
Well, hey, here's
it's like Joe Biden. Listen, what's his thing? It's like, listen, bub.
listen, bub. Now, my favorite Biden thing
Jack.
my favorite Biden thing that doesn't get enough credit is when he said something to like the military or whatever, and he says, and he goes, yeah, hey, clap for that, you stupid bastards.
Was it the next episode or like the episode? See, I forget. Like, there's in the puppet thing. So we're gonna talk about this later, but like,
Yes,
but there's a he like ad libbed the Joe Biden line, and I kept it. And like the ad lib in the like voice thing was like, Rolando's definitely not gonna keep this.
I think the joke is that I'm talking about. You're saying like, who have you ever like protected? And I'm like, I've protected lots of people. Lots of people get protected by. You ever hear of Joe Biden? No, but I was during when we did the festival, right?
Yeah.
I was dating one of the stagehands.
Yeah, you were.
I was dating, and she was my
first week. You just see from Bernie. Week, he's saying he's like, oh yeah, I'm hanging out with my dad. This dude was like talking up this girl,
hanging out with my dad, or hanging out with the ladies. But
no in between.
Yeah, no in between.
That should be your Instagram bio.
I think I just might make it. Yeah. But she had told me that the stagehand girls had gotten together at one point early on. They were, doing their gal pal talking, and they did a little, poll who you want to fuck in out of all the casts.
And of course, Reed Bernie was
Reed Bernie was at the top, but 2 and 3. These guys right here.
No way!
Yeah. Well done, Rolando. Well done.
Because I wasn't there.
Ryan, if you had been there, you would have bested Reed.
I would have been. I just try to make the top 50.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah. So I think we did A-OK for ourselves.
Yeah, man.
We looked out for you.
Yeah, man.
This is good stuff.
It's good stuff. But speaking of dead shows,
but before we get off this trail, I have to I feel like the moment me and him cemented our friendship in my heart.
Yeah.
Was I've done like karaoke. I can like hit or miss. Sometimes I can do like good karaoke.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So like,
okay.
So the best karaoke thing I've ever done. Like, was I did Never Had a Friend Like Me, the Aladdin Genie.
Oh my god,
crushed it. Like I memorized the lines for some reason. They poured out of me.
Unbelievable.
It was great, right?
So like a night to remember.
No, it was so good that the bartender the next time was like, you should do it again, like a different song. And I did it again, and it was terrible. But before that happened, before the terrible part, Ephraim like on another night came and was like, dude, you crushed it so hard. I have to do something too. And I was like, what are you gonna do?
Oh, what do you do?
So he went up and he sang, I'll Make a Man Out of You. And blew the house down. Like, he was so good.
Make a Man Out of You is always my go-to one.
It was so
I'm hoping that was before you told me your grandfather was Chinese.
It all comes back around, dude.
Well, I'll tell you this. We'll plan a theater festival. We're all there, and you guys will do your song, and I'll do Under the Sea. Yes! and that'll be the trifecta. And I wouldn't be surprised if after we do our 3 songs, the world ends. A crater opens up.
Oh no!
Yeah.
We gotta do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Lips of an Angel by
Lips
Hinder.
of an Angel. You've told me this before.
Yes. Of course. But also, I think if you put a gun to my head and you said try and sing good, I do okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer.
You play the guitar, right?
I play the guitar. Yeah. Yeah.
I know all these facts about you, right?
There's a lot of fun facts. You should write my Wikipedia.
I'll do it. Don't tell me.
But I think karaoke is best when it's performed poorly.
It's sometimes probably the most fun.
I think it's when people feel insecure and it's performed poorly that it's like they're like, they like start like,
you gotta own it.
Gotta own it.
You gotta own it.
Yeah.
Commit to the bit, kids. Write that down. Lesson of the day. Do we have? Well, let's get into some hard-hitting journalism, don't you think?
It's time that we can ask people the questions that they want to hear.
Right. What do they want to hear?
Yeah. I think we should lead with the show that you guys are working on right now. I want to hear about puppets and felt armor. I think we get it out here right now.
Yeah, let's get it out in the open.
Yeah, because we've spoken about it before.
Mordred's canceled. We found some of Mordred's old tweets. It's not looking good.
It's not looking great, man. Oh my gosh. There's this do you remember the Instagram live you did?
Yeah, for Roundtable.
For Roundtable. So we still kept that. I like when I was casting, or obviously not casting, he was always gonna be Mordred, but I was like telling like my girlfriend what who this guy was.
Yeah.
I showed her the Instagram live that he did, because I still kept in the Instagram.
That's crazy.
And she was like, this guy, there's no one else.
She's like, this guy, yikes.
No. It was so good, dude.
Had she come to see Chester Bailey at that point?
No, we just met, I think it's almost 2 years now that we just met, yeah. Chester Bailey was, when was that?
Chester Bailey, you came last year.
Oh, sorry. I think about the regional theater version. Yes, she did come see Chester Bailey. She loved it as well.
Yeah, okay, great. So she had done, but had she seen Chester Bailey when you showed her that? Or was that her first introduction to who I am?
No. She definitely saw the Instagram thing before that.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
That's so you have these characters from way back. It was a play that you wrote during COVID, which,
Yeah, what's the origin story?
So it's actually more selfish than it actually went on to be. What happened was I was writing a play, and I was planning to do it on Cherry Lane Theater. Had like a director who was from Yale, like all this cool stuff attached. And then pandemic happened. And then Sword and Shield came out. and then I played Sword and Shield, which I remember it better than you guys. You guys hate Sword and Shield.
I don't like Sword and Shield very much.
I don't like it.
You might like it.
I think part of the issue was that I think it was so smoked by Scarlet and Violet. I think Scarlet and Violet,
that's true.
I think Scarlet and Violet demolished it.
100%.
And I really hated the starters.
100%.
And I think all of my opinions are colored by how much I appreciate the starters.
No, that's fair. Fair. I love Leon. It's so fucking cool. Like,
really?
Because think
you
about
could be a good Leon.
Think
you
about
could
that.
be a good Leon.
Dude, think about this. A
Live-action
person of
Leon.
color giving these two kids who don't have a professor in their town their first, because he was the one who gives them their starters.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, he has a fitted cap on, and I was like, these. I was like, I've never related to a Pokemon character more.
I didn't take into account the fitted cap.
I think we might need
But
to
it's the worst
retract some
kind
of our
of fitted
statements.
cap. It's the squeaker. It's the fucking.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
That guy. I don't like that.
But then he
hat.
has a cape.
He does have a
got a
cape. The
cape.
cape is where you begin to lose me.
I will say, I think Leon makes for a great champion.
I think he does.
Yeah,
I think
Leon-
he's everything you want.
Him and Cynthia are like, are
They're
top
very,
tier.
very good.
Yeah,
Are there any other ones that I really like? Other champions
Lance
that
is
I really
cool,
like?
dude. Lance
Lance
is
is cool.
But Lance is cool just because it's the second Pokemon game. He goes out there like
Yeah.
hitting people with his Dragonite beam. Like
Yeah,
he like
yeah.
attacks
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to
that's
think.
true.
A lot of the times, I feel like the these champions are hit or mostly miss. I feel like I
Right.
can't remember a lot of champions. I remember.
I'm such a dork, dude. I play Pokemon Masters, which is like the gacha game thing.
Oh,
I
Oh, that's
tried
how
that.
you. Yeah, that's
so
how
I,
you.
so I can
would know.
remember it because it's like all about the
the
characters.
characters, right?
Yeah.
I would be interested in that because I saw like the like animatics that they'll do or like the clips that they have that
Those clips are 10 times better than the game. It's like the best part of the game is waiting for those
You're
trailers.
like, sick. You can do that. And then it's like I play you.
It's really,
I
truly.
summon.
Blue Eyes White Ultimate.
But I know Pokemon guys.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
Pokemon guy.
you
That's
know
why
what?
we have
Yeah,
him
yeah.
on this
That's why
podcast.
that's why it's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
But going back to Puppets and Felt Armor, so
Yes.
what happened was that I was playing Sword and Shield, and I got bored after I beat it.
Yes.
DLC didn't come out yet, and I was like, fuck, I need to do something. So I got like super antsy, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna write another play and see what happens. I wrote like the first draft of this like. At the time, I was playing this game called Fate Grand Order, which I really am about.
Yeah,
it's like a gotcha game. It's really cool. Not really cool, but I like it.
I think it's
cool enough.
It's cool enough. Yeah.
It's what
Ladies-
in the Puppets and Felt Armor talks about.
Yeah,
that.
we have an episode. Yeah. So, and they have this like story about the Knights of the Round Table. That's how I kind of got interested in it like a couple years ago. Then I started doing like my actual research, and then I was like, I had this idea. I was like, all my actor friends who I would never act with otherwise because people would have to pay us or like they're all free right now. Everyone's bored. I was like, what if I do this?
available.
What if I do this this Zoom play, and do it like well, like have like puppets, have like use like AI at the time, like the
It was
Snapchat
the
technology.
Snapchat filters and all that. I mean, it was really
really
cool
fucking
how
funny.
You pulled
Thank
it
you.
off.
Thank you
It
for
was
watching
really,
it.
of course.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Of course, I watched it for him. I didn't know you.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, no, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was incredibly creative. And I would argue that it is only in creativity. It's only second to what you're doing right now with the puppets.
Thank you
and
so
film.
much, man. I appreciate
Incredibly
it.
creative.
Thank you. Well, so what happened? Actually, one of the best compliments ever was when you told me one day in rehearsal, you're like, "Yeah, my dad said it's like better than some of the actual real plays ever." And,
and he meant that.
and it was a lie.
But he doesn't like a lot of real plays.
Well, that's why it's even better.
It is. It's even better. Yeah, of course.
So then we ended up raising like $7,000 for charity.
This is
very
awesome.
cool.
Yeah,
I
so
forgot
like
about that.
yeah, that's how I kind of hooked everyone, and I was like, we'll do it for charity. Really, it was like I wanted an
charity.
excuse to act with everyone.
So let me ask, the original version that was going to be with the director from Yale at Cherry Mill. Or
Oh,
whatever,
that was not anything
It
to
was
do.
nothing to do with
Nothing
this,
to
right?
No, nothing. It was.
What was that play?
It's called Sombra. Pablo, you sold the apartment. It was I was like picked to be like one of the intensive ensemble members for Labyrinth Theater Company.
Yeah.
Which is like this
Right.
like big POC theater company in New York.
Yeah.
And I wrote a scene from there, and it was really well received. Like, it was about three brothers. One of them sells his apartment because he thinks he saw a ghost.
Huh.
Right. And whether or not he's like crazy and all these shenanigans occur. But it ended up like just like falling to the wayside after all these years, and then I booked a series regular on another show.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that too.
Yeah. But just going back to Puppets and Felt Armor, so very, similar circumstances happened. We had a strike.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, fuck, now what do I do? I can't audition. I have nothing to do. And I've been really inspired by your YouTube channel, truly, honestly. Like me and Carrie, like we saw you guys and we're like, wow, these guys are so good, and we know them. Well, I know them, and I know one of them. It just keeps getting lower and lower.
I don't even know.
I met him a couple times.
But we were like, we should try to do this, and then I wrote this screenplay, and then I was like, okay, what do I need? Maybe like an audience or something.
Yeah.
And I love these characters, like truly, and it's hard. It's a hard ask because like I'm asking you every week to like record this thing for free.
And it really shouldn't be that hard because it's very fun. It's really fun, but I find a way to make it difficult.
But because I was like because I was thinking like my character would be Lancelot, like he's too much of a downer. He can't like really lead this show. And my favorite character in the round table is Mordred.
Wow.
And also Gawain, I really love Gawain, and the relationship between the brothers, who my friend John plays.
That was my favorite. And then, I was biased because I liked it so much because I was doing it, but I loved that aspect of what you wrote. It was fun.
So I was like, this dude could. I was going to try to see if he could pull off his own little puppet show. Because another thing that happened was a lot of people who saw the round table, their favorite part was the puppet show.
Yeah.
That and Lou Sumrall's little rock thing.
When he turns into a mushroom.
Yeah, he turns into the mushroom.
Sir Spores.
Sir Spores.
Yeah. I remember you wrote me about that. You're like, this fucking rocks.
I do, yeah. You got me with the mushroom. Yeah. That was awesome.
Which he's probably gonna come back at some point. I need to ask him. Hopefully he'll do it. But yeah. So I made this YouTube channel, and it's hard, man. You guys, credit to you guys for 1,000 subscribers. Like.
It sucks. Sorry, I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy.
You guys for watching, and I'm sure most of the people that watch this know in some way or another because we won't fucking shut up about how hard it is all the time.
Yeah,
but it's really difficult maintaining
grind.
And doing something every week and being creative.
It's thankless too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're lucky to have people like you and people, our loyal people, who you are, but it's true. It's like, it might, I don't know if it's reached 50, like loyal people who participate and encourage us along the way. And hopefully it continues to grow, but it's like, sure, we have 1,000, but like the 800 is, I don't hear anything from you.
Yeah, but like,
like
when I watch YouTube videos, I don't like comment on all
no,
of them.
neither do I.
Right?
Neither do I. But I'm just saying it goes to show.
Important.
I don't blame them because Lord knows that's how I do shit too. I don't comment on anybody anything.
Right.
But it just goes to show like it truly is thankless. Sometimes you just feel like you're sending
you
it
think
into
about
the
that.
ether.
Like I can't
and
remember.
you just owe it to yourself because you have just this arbitrary obligation.
Yeah,
and you just made this promise. and just like, all right, I'll show up next week and do it again.
Yeah,
and it's true, but there is part of it that's really fun and rewarding when you do it right.
Yeah,
but it's hard,
dude. And the promotion of it, like, so
Sucks.
I had a hard because I'm trying to make it fun, right? I'm actually trying to like do creative things on it, and what's crazy is when I finally publish videos, like. The hardest part also is afterwards, like a little bit of the mental health, checking the analytics, like doing the promotion of it, like which audience who likes who, posting it on Reddit, like it's tough, dude. Like,
and you're going and you're posting it on different places outside of things. Yeah. Because I know Reddit, they're really sucky. They'll take you down.
Oh,
if you ever try to promote something. We used to do that too.
Yeah, they're
cutthroat
rough
over there.
Yeah,
they're cutthroat. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
They'll get you off. But if you do like a Discord or something like that, that might be good.
That's too much for me. I feel
I know.
so much. Again, because you're thinking of doing a gaming channel.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a streaming type thing.
Both are you both gonna be in it?
He's gonna do it for now.
Okay.
He's gonna do it. I need a second, and then if things work out, I'm able to set something up over here.
Okay,
I'll try popping in and see how it goes. But
yeah, I'm excited to watch. Even though I haven't watched 3 Ways to Play, 3 Ways to Survive, 3 Ways to Survive.
3 ways to play, 2 ways to survive.
1 way to die.
You know what deters me from it, to be honest?
What? Is it spooky?
No. Yes. It's so scary.
Keep
No, it's because I know you guys haven't done a new episode, so like
I know.
what you guys always are like, 3 Ways to Survive, but we did this like 3 years ago. I'm like, oh, they don't care about it.
I know you're absolutely right, and
because that sounds like a great premise.
Yeah, and the truth is, I cry myself to sleep every night thinking about that show. We filmed 5 episodes of it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There are
either.
5 episodes.
Now you guys know too. There are 5 episodes.
There are 5 episodes of yes. We have the 2 that we posted, which is Doors and too early to trick or treat.
Then we have
Mr. Widemouth that we did with Lee
Esposito
that we never did, and then we did the thing that stalks the fields. And Killer Jeff.
And these are all games titles.
Yeah, these are all creepypastas.
Oh, you should really. The Killer Jeff has a really funny moment.
Yeah, the Killer Jeff is very.
You're not going to learn about it until 5 years from now.
Yeah, you're never going to see it. I'm sure if you've been on the internet long enough, especially because you're like of our generation. Of that,
you're a weeb as well.
You're a weeb. Because you're a weeb. No, because the scary image. It was like the same vein of like Slender Man and like
of course.
It's like the close up face of like the totally white
he's got like no nose.
He's got no nose. He's kind of like.
Is it Slenderman?
It's not Slenderman.
Oh, it's not Slenderman.
It's a different
totally
type
different
of thing. I can like quickly look it up. I mean,
we'll talk more about the Killer Jeff thing.
We'll
off
talk
the
about
episode.
more
We'll tell you what happened that we think is so funny.
It's very
Sir
very.
Jeff.
But there are 3 episodes that I have never edited that I've just I haven't had the energy and the aspiration to. But I do care about the show, and I know that if we were to do it again, we should figure out a way to make it easier to make.
Bro, you're learning to drive. You're getting.
I've got a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm juggling.
Big deal.
Rolando, if you watch 3 Ways to Survive and like it and tell us that you like it, then I will go and do it. Because that is really the validation.
Killer Jeff, you guys sold me. It's Killer Jeff.
Before you watch it, understand when this man chooses to edit something, it's as if he cuts off one of his limbs. that is why 3 Ways to Survive and all these things. Ephraim dedicates himself so intensely.
Oh yeah, because I remember there was the space episode was like that must have taken you so long to do.
Yeah. Blood, sweat, and tears. He can't half-ass edit something. That's why you guys have an episode every week. Is because I do nothing but half-ass episodes. I've gotten very good at not giving a shit about how things look and sound.
He's being so modest. It's so these episodes are actually good. Actually, truly, honestly, like I really watch these and I look forward to them every week.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet. But I think people should look forward to Puppets and Felt Armor.
Puppets and Felt Armor, yes.
You're too good if I get. This isn't about us.
Yeah, who's hosting this podcast?
Yeah. So I do it every week. I try to do this like One Piece. I'm trying to do so the first 4 episodes, I'm just trying to gauge.
Yeah,
like,
you're trying a bunch of different things. Can you kind of give people a rundown of what happens and, not the whole thing?
So one thing I do like is, because in all media I consume, I like, what's the word? Cohesiveness, right?
Yeah.
I do like when episodes are like, which is probably going to be a bad thing if I do like 1,000 of these, but like you need to watch the first episode to kind of get.
They build off
narrative.
Exact narrative. That's the word. So it's about Sir Mordred, and he found one of Merlin's little devices to communicate with the future, and he stole it. And then he eventually like convinces Merlin that like he can build an audience and and it can help the future peasants, us, to that like there's purpose in what he's like in what he's vlogging or whatever. Really, Merlin thinks it's funny to see him like squirm and fail at this little thing. And every week there's like something new, like either a narrative like threat that like they have to follow, or they play gotcha games. And there's one where Sir Lancelot's reading One Piece, because I just like One Piece, so I'm like, all right, let's try to do this. But I'm using AI technology for the backgrounds. Like,
are you really?
Yeah, learning how to do actual green screen with After Effects. Like,
really?
He's taught himself a lot.
Yes,
he's given us a run for our money for sure.
Oh, it's just run for our money, please.
You're learning a lot, and it's very cool what you've done, and I know where you're going with it too, which is cool, where you're going to start building in different, stories, threads, and things like that.
Yeah, my hope is to make it like dark.
Yeah.
Like actually like have like a little, but because it's fun for me, right? Like if it's not fun, then I'm just not going to do it. But it's also weird, because another thing with YouTube is like you kind of find what people like. Like our truly top video is like the FGO one.
Yeah,
it could be that sexy girl thumbnail.
That's crazy, man.
But it's like, because the first 2 episodes, like I was messaging everyone I know, and they like
telling everybody to come
so
through.
like really like the people who watched it that were random people were like maybe 100 or like 50.
Sure, yeah,
Like third, I think we're in 4th episode now. Like has like 80, 100 views or something.
Yeah.
The like 3rd episode just like organically had like 540 or something views.
I think that's fantastic.
That's awesome. But then it's like, okay, no,
we ought to start doing some of that on our video.
I think puppets.
Well, you found your thing. You
tits.
found exactly. But you found your niche with Pokemon.
Oh, don't say that.
Don't remind me.
This is truly and honestly one of my biggest grievances with this podcast is that like you guys try to deter yourselves from like when you guys go away from Pokemon, I'm like, no.
Get back here.
Get back here. You're not allowed to have freedom. Don't talk about the things you care about.
We're gonna do a bunch of different. We're gonna do other things, but the truth is, the Pokemon stuff is really what we really do enjoy.
You guys are so good at it.
We
know
about it. We know way too much.
That's the thing. Is I wonder if there's a different topic that we both know about.
I know that's it's true.
But I don't think there is. I don't think we have very much in common.
All right, so did you guys film the battle you guys are gonna have with the Ogre Pawns?
No, we didn't do those
battle.
We need to make those teams.
I'm sorry, dear audience. I was looking forward to that. I just like cut.
By the way, did you hear?
He said, "Dear audience."
Guess who won?
Well,
well, you can't say. You got to do a video of it. No.
No. I won the popular vote.
You won the popular vote.
I won the popular vote, kids. Thank you, America.
That's insane.
Thank you, everybody at home.
I hate to tell you that.
Everybody,
how many votes did you win?
Wait, hold on. Hold for applause. What was that?
How many votes did you win by?
Probably 3.
I'll tell you, I voted for you because I felt bad how bad your team was.
No, I think it was more. Hold on. Where's my phone? I don't want your vote.
Yours is right here. Come on.
Take it back.
I voted for you because I felt bad for him.
I hope the audience saw Ryan's broad shoulders. I came in this.
I know. Rolando is giving us a lot of.
I think the first thing I said to Ryan when I walked in was like, "Dude, you look way more ripped than like you look like in the podcast."
You stop it right now before I rip your pants off. No, this is. First of all,
man.
he's lying. I've paid him to say such things so that he doesn't cancel me.
I swear to God, you guys were crazy if you think his team was better than mine. I took it personally.
No. I won.
But did you guys actually
You
battle?
had all this steel. No, we never battled.
What the hell are you gonna? What the hell were you gonna do?
I
you
have
weren't
an
gonna do anything.
Ursaluna, Bursaluna.
You weren't gonna do
You had Ursaluna Blood Moon. Who
He's
cares?
gonna use Earth power.
Who gives a shit? I won. Oh my god. Oh my god. You got obliterated.
I got smoked.
obliterated.
I think you guys are crazy.
How many?
41 votes.
41 votes?
41
I know,
votes.
It's crazy.
Imagine 41 people in this apartment right now.
Imagine 41 likes
I
on our
won
video.
63% to 37%.
It's
You
crazy.
couldn't crack 40. How
It's
embarrassing.
crazy. It's
What is
crazy.
41
They didn't
times
like that I picked
0.63?
the baby Terrapagos.
Oh,
I think that's
really?
probably why.
Yeah,
No,
they hate-
I think
they hate baby
I think
turtles,
they're just
in
being
this
honest.
podcast.
I think they're just being honest. I think because I do think my bottom 4 are better than yours.
You might be right.
Yeah.
That little lizard kind of looks like a Terrapagos in your
I don't
mic.
think Diplin is better than Sinistchai.
Yeah, I mean, well, America disagrees. So
That looks like a little Tamagos. What? Tamaragos?
Terrapagos.
Terrapagos.
No, this is blue. This is Bella. This is Bella.
Oh, Bella. Nice to meet you, Bella.
Bella Hoppa.
She's she's venomous.
She's venomous.
No, she's not. She's harmless.
Sure she is.
Donate to Brian Barczyk, pancreatic cancer.
Oh.
There you go.
But yes, no, I destroyed you.
Yeah, no, you really did. You really did. Which brings a question. Again, we really should focus on Rolando.
Yeah,
but
really.
I do.
You're
feel,
talking about Pokemon. Do it. Keep doing it.
I do wonder if certain genres of our audience have favorites out of the two of us.
You think they were just voting for me?
I wonder if they're like I really like Ryan's my guy. I'm Team Ryan, so they're like I'm gonna vote for him. I wonder.
I don't know. I mean, comment below. What do you think?
I think you represent. I think you represent the
the
ideal.
Wait, before Rolando said that, you said that you what did you think that I did for a living?
Oh, I thought like he worked on like boats. I was like literally when I watch this podcast, like the way people talk about you, the way you talk about each other, like this guy's like a multifaceted like artist, like out here, like good camera and stuff
and
like
I'm
that.
Here just tying, just swabbing the poop deck. That's really funny.
You know, it could be too, and I don't know why, but maybe it's because you talk about Sopranos a lot. Like you always like.
Do I talk about The Sopranos a lot?
Well, not a lot, but you mentioned like
it is
you
your
mentioned the
go-to
Sopranos
show
quote
for a bit.
Yeah.
So like when maybe it's like something that's like, oh, he's a man of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Salt
Yeah.
of the earth. Yeah, I was like, this guy can't stop shooting out compliments.
That's what's so great about him.
Yeah.
I only say what I sees.
Oh.
Well, let's ask. I got a couple of other questions. We're gonna slowly move into other sections of this podcast, but we've got things that we want to ask about it.
Yeah.
Well, first thing, we're gonna talk about the Promised Land.
Oh, Promised Land.
We're gonna talk about Promised Land, but we're not gonna lead with that.
Okay, cool.
Instead, I'm gonna ask, and feel free to tell us. We should cut this out, but you're part of a power couple now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. People, Promised Land fans, would be shocked.
You'd be shocked. Billy and Margaret.
Billy and Margaret.
Billy and Margaret. Yeah. So Carrie Metters has her own little fan base. She was on Spin for Disney Channel, and she was also on Alexa and Katie, which is where people recognize her from when they see her on the street. And yeah, it was.
So what, you guys are in the Illuminati or something?
She might just not be telling me.
Women.
I'm just a regular old Bronx boy from New York City who got
regular old from New York, living in L.A. but moving to Texas.
Straight to Texas. We're all powerful.
Yeah, so it was wild. Like it was very messy. It was very messy. Eventually we got our shit together, and yeah, and it really truly was like you meet someone, you know,
that's it.
Really good friends, and
that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. I mean, but
beautiful.
Do you feel like people who watch the show, have you ever gotten like, seen comments or gotten fan mail where you see that?
I have a brother in the show
Billy
who's
and
like her
Margaret
love
are
interest.
like-
Oh,
And I think-
how
and I think-
weird. That's super weird.
And I think in the beginning, people were always just commenting like, "You stole your brother's girl. You stole your brother's girl." Like I think tongue in cheek, obviously.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
But yeah, it was
I bet I see that's the kind of thing that I really like.
Yeah.
Is like you see that kind of thing when you're, I forget, like I remember my go-to one was like Mindy Kaling and what's his name? BJ Novak.
Yeah.
From like The Office. Like that was I when that happened, and granted I was like younger when it was happening, but I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll like write in a sex scene.
You hear The Office getting rebooted?
No
I
flipping
can't
way.
imagine how
Are you
that-
serious?
They are. Yeah, no. And the original showrunner, Greg, what's his nuts, is
No way.
showrunner. Yeah, he's coming.
Rebooted or
Rebooted. They don't
So
know.
what are
No
they
word
gonna
on
do?
casting yet, but it's coming back, folks.
Yeah.
It's coming
wild.
back.
What
It's
is it going to
coming
be
back.
called? The digital office. Working from home.
Yeah, it's gonna be called the Zoom.
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 It's going to be called Woke Office.
Now, my celebrity power couple has always been Bill and Hillary. Personally,
So bad.
those have always been my
Bill
go-to.
and Hillary.
Yeah.
Well, now ours is Carrie and Rolando.
Oh.
Colando, I call him.
Colando. Yeah.
You ever
no,
get that? Am I the first person?
You're the first person. You coined it. You coined
First
it.
person, but also the last person.
Also, never repeat that. Also, what if he was like, also never say that again, please.
No.
Please don't speak
You-
about me and my girlfriend.
This is your podcast. You can name our power couple however you like.
Colando, put it on a t-shirt.
But the truth is that, like, Promised Land was good. It was a great. I mean, I love being a part of it. But one season, one and done.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it was an awesome show. At least, my experience of it, like all of it was really cool.
It was
like,
really. When you started doing it,
Yeah.
because you got cast from New York to fly out there.
It was a wacky little process. So
Yeah, how did that happen?
It's actually a fun story for all you actors out there, like in the hustle and like how important it is to like stay on it.
Yeah.
So, what happened? It really was a domino effect from the round table.
Yeah.
Did the round table. I got an audition for the ABC Intensive Showcase. I think it's the Disney Intensive Showcase.
Yes. From the round table?
No, but like
You just,
there-
they do
there were
that
there were
every
casting
year,
directors who
yeah.
came to see the round table.
Yeah.
And I,
Must have forgotten to write me.
well, you have to submit.
What happened there? Yeah.
Well, you have to submit.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah. But then, and I think that year too, I think my manager submitted it for me because I like auditioned for it a couple times before I didn't get it, so I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But then this time I was like, I'm gonna go crazy this time. I'm gonna audition. I'm gonna have my little background. I know how to Zoom act, and I got in.
What was the? Did you get to pick your own thing, or did they
No,
throw
it's
something
just like
at
a
you?
random monologue,
Okay.
and then they do like more scenes, and so then book that. Everything is like fine. I have a nice relationship with the casting director office now because of that. It's like a real kind of win.
Yeah.
They're great people, amazing. You learn a lot, obviously, but
Sweet.
so I auditioned for this like pilots about Mexican immigrants and and how it's like I think how they described it was a little bit like Dynasty meets like like I don't even like Latinx crossing the border type.
Yeah.
deal, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
it was But what ended up happening was I spoke to. All right, sorry. Let me backtrack. I got the script, got the audition to be like the lead, and I was like, I'm not gonna be this guy. Like this guy's too young or something. Then I got an audition to be like one of the uncles there or whatever. Like
And you're like, this guy's too
this
old.
guy's too old. It's like whatever.
And
So
you
then
said, this one's just right.
kind of because I read the script and I wanted to be the brother. I was like, this guy's like badass. Like I love this guy, but like I can't be anyone's older brother at the time, especially I have like a baby face. I was like, I can't be anyone's older brother. So whatever. Kind of went. I go to Deadline, which is like where I like get all my actor news or whatever.
Yeah.
And I see the guy who got cast as the main guy.
Yeah.
And it's like to look like I have a very like particular face, but to look like me, I was like, I could play this guy's older brother. Wow. So it was like 4 a.m. at the time that I saw it. Like I was just like up, and I was like, it's on a Saturday, and I was like talking to another buddy of mine who was in the showcase. I was like, you think the casting director would be like upset if I like messaged him? Is like, can I please just audition for this? He was like, no, just do it, bro. Just do it, bro. And I was like, free it. So I go, I write an email. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I know I've auditioned for this before, but like, and I know it's not professional. Like, this is like a chance I took, right? And I was like, can I please just get one more shot at this guy? Because I saw the lead and I think I could play his older brother. And she messaged me. She was also randomly up at the time. She was like, "Yeah."
She says, "Never write here."
She was like, "Oh yeah, no, we're like literally casting it on Monday. If you would have, sent it in on Monday like you were supposed to, you wouldn't. I wouldn't even like seen this."
Wow.
So I did the audition for it, and more auditions. You get callbacks, you get your producer session, and that's how I got my first like big series regular role.
Wow.
But
that's so cool.
That's crazy.
It's so cool because how often does that happen?
Never,
right?
Never.
That
That takes big clanging balls to,
Yeah,
to do that as
pull
an actor.
something like
to be
that.
like, oh my god.
No, it was scary, dude. It truly was. And I mean, again, the casting directors for ABC are awesome. And it also, like you're saying, the stars have to align. The character has to be just right. Like, I had a future version of myself in that show, so I had to look like him too.
Yeah.
So it just a lot of things had to be in the right place. And
but it was something. It was something you were meant to do.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's like look at where you are now. This is what you were meant to do.
On the Bells and Whistles podcast.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
be on here.
We
wouldn't.
Everybody ends up where they're supposed to.
Exactly.
Although what's funny? I'm pretty sure it's the case, but the last project I did before that was like a reading for one of the theater companies or whatever. Like, and in the reading, lo and behold, was your sister.
Wow.
Was Gus? Yes, she told me that she.
No
did,
way.
Yeah, that was great. I remember that.
Well, what really happened was I had like 2 lines, and Gus was like the lead.
I can't remember what the. Was it like? It was like a play though, right?
It was like a I don't know. There's a casting director was just like doing a reading with like all these like big people. I was and this is before I did anything. Like really, like people would recognize me from.
Look at you now.
Look at you.
As people started recognizing.
At least, yeah.
Wave to the haters.
But as two guys that have recently auditioned for that ABC showcase.
Oh, really? No way.
What was it? They do that every what? They do that.
They would like
every year.
Yeah,
they do
right?
that, but it's like they did that in what, April?
Yeah, no, we didn't get it. Sorry to tell you, we didn't get it.
Wait, you're telling me? Wait, hold on. What?
But I gotta know. What exactly is it that they're doing with you in there? Are they making you like climb rock climbing walls? Like I'm fascinated by what it is that they have.
That's exactly it, dude. They like.
Is it that there's some? I
imagine you're in a corner working on archery.
Well, I have this fantasy of it being like the Hunger Games, that moment when they're like taking you around and says, "Here's your weapon."
Yeah, exactly.
This is what you specialize in.
Well, it's actually really wild because the year we did it was in the pandemic.
Yeah,
so it was right after the roundtable, right?
Sure.
So they had us like and it was really cool. Like I'm saying, it's like a joke, but like they gave us what's it called, that camera that people use to like go out and like record outdoor
like
stuff.
GoPro?
GoPros. They gave us a GoPro, so we had to film ourselves acting, like, and then like splice it together to make like a Zoom showcase for the industry.
So wait, you like did Wait, so you set up the GoPro around the house to
around
get
the
different
house.
angles
Yeah,
of you?
and so they had to write because I also got in as a writer.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that was wild, but.
Because I gotta tell you, when you first said that, I imagined you put the
POV.
GoPro on your forehead,
right?
No, and then you had to like act in a room full of mirrors or something.
No. It was they kind of though. But
I thought the same thing. I was like, why do they want body cam footage?
They gave us like, so we had to hold in our hand. So like for my scene, I had to like pretend I was talking to like my long distance girlfriend, and how much I miss her or something, right? And like I was showing her around my house or whatever. But like, to do that takes a little bit of like creativity,
Yeah.
So I don't think that's how it is now. I actually don't really know the full process. I think they like changed that up. Maybe they have real cameras like for everyone else. But I mean,
I gotta wonder if that was. I was like, guys, it's the pandemic. All we have budget for is GoPro. But who's got an idea?
But the people that were in my year, like, actually did pretty well. Like I think we have 2 series regulars off the top of my head. One girl's on Broadway right now. From that year.
There you go.
Shout out to Caitlin Bassett in Quantum Leap. We have Laura Karaoke, who was in Wonder Years, and then
welcome on the podcast anytime.
Welcome on the podcast anytime. Come on.
And Kayleen and Jaja is on Broadway right now. But like, and because of that though, and I don't know if it was because of that. I don't know the internal workings of it, but now, then it was called the ABC Showcase.
Yes.
Disney then was like, oh, and I also got into like a series regular role. They were like, oh, we're gonna. This is not like fact, but like what I heard was that they like invested money into the thing, and now it's called the Disney Showcase. And
It is called the Disney Showcase.
Yeah.
That's what we auditioned for.
yeah, and that was we were just kind of like the experimental year, sort of.
It's interesting.
But yeah, man.
That's
But
very cool.
right,
That's very
sweet.
cool.
Interesting.
I wish that we had more kind of like I don't know. Like, do you feel like, and this is everybody's situation with like a one and done season, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like there are, obviously you can't really talk about, I guess, what they might have planned for you. I don't know, because maybe you don't know yourself. But do you have an ideas of what might have happened with your character, where things were going with
Billy?
it?
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Like in Promised Land season 2, if that were to happen.
Yeah, if that were to have happened, what would you have wanted for Billy? What
Billy
would,
was awesome, dude. So this guy was like in the show. He was this like charismatic older brother who like eventually like in the future splice you see that he became a priest because he was such a fuck up, right? Wow. Like he came back as a priest to the family. Like the younger brother stays with his then girlfriend, his then love interest, Billy's then love interest, and Billy's ousted and all this stuff, and
Right.
So season 2 would have explored like the dark, like Billy like going into drugs and like and really getting messed up. That would have been awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, who's to say? Maybe Promised Land is done right now, but who's to say a spinoff, perhaps?
I mean, it was
Billy Land.
Billy Land. Yeah, no,
Billy.
Yeah, I think
Billy Goat's Crop.
I think the episodes are still up on Amazon. Like you have to buy it, which I don't know if I can be soundly say, hey, go buy my show on Amazon. And
hey, why not? Go buy the show on Amazon. What are you doing?
What are you doing with that money?
But I don't think. Last I heard, it doesn't seem like there's any chance for it to get like any type of like thing. So I can't be like, hey, support it, because I don't think it's gonna do more than what it is.
It's probably on Hulu or something like that, right? Isn't that? Don't they have a partnership?
They had it on Hulu, and then they took it off, and then they put it on. I think on Amazon you have to buy episodes, so it's just like a big gate kept thing now.
But if we get the people involved, think about what they did at the Drew Barrymore show.
That's true.
Come on, we're about the people.
Support the actors
Everybody was so mad about the Drew Barrymore show. Support our guy Rolando, please.
You love, because you know what the thing is? People love to hate, but they hate to love.
Put that up a little bit.
I want a shirt that says that.
Neil, put that on a T-shirt for me.
Neil,
you hate to ... hate to love.
Hate to love. They love to hate, but they hate to love. That's the thing.
Oh my gosh!
It's just a broken group of people.
Let's talk about the divide that exists in the country right now.
Divide that exists in the country. It's true. It's true.
I don't think that's for us to figure out right now.
No.
I'm trying to. So okay. So we've got a couple of games that we've got set up.
I've also got something to do, by the way.
I know you've got something for us, actually.
I'm terrified of that. Do you want to save that to the end? How do you want to do this?
So there's two things. One, I need to give you something in your DS. I don't know if my DS is charged. Let me see. I'm just gonna check it real quick.
Your little switcheroo.
I'm so scared. Okay.
What if he takes out a knife and he throws it at it?
So what it is, the first thing that I brought. Oh, I do have it. Oh no, it's not charged.
Okay.
But the first thing is I want to gift you a Pokemon.
You want to gift me a Pokemon?
I want to gift you a Pokemon. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Do you mind if I use the charger?
I'm so jealous. I didn't bring mine.
I know. I was gonna gift Ephraim a Pokemon too, and I'm actually glad that he didn't bring it because I wasn't prepared. Well, you'll see what it is, and you'll be like, oh, this is why.
Okay.
I hope it's like a bell dumb for bellhop.
Oh.
I have to wait a little bit for it to charge, and then we'll do it.
I haven't gotten the DLC, so it's not from the new.
No,
Pokemon.
it's not from DLC. Okay. I haven't gotten the DLC yet either.
Okay. I'm scared.
All right. Well, in the meantime,
while
it's charging, is there something else that we should keep in mind?
Well, you know what? We can do this whenever you guys want. But I did bring something to do because I feel like all the cool YouTubers are doing it.
Okay.
I brought
you brought weed?
even better. Yeah. I brought Pokemon cards to open on the Bells and Whistles podcast.
No!
Yeah. So these are 10 packs, and I was gonna give you guys 5 each.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. This is funny because this is the Pokemon Go one. So like I feel like more people know about Pokemon Go.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
The craziest part is
we were just talking about
here.
Yeah.
This is a sign from the heavens.
No way.
Before we got here, Ephraim showed up. We were supposed to do record a podcast before this.
Right.
And we were supposed to start at 6. Ephraim got here around 6. We didn't start rolling until 7:15.
Okay, yeah.
Because we had no idea what the fuck to do.
Right.
So we were just...
We kept looking at different
reeling
things to
and we
do.
were like, everybody's talking about Pokemon cards. Anything we could do about Pokemon cards? And we were like, nah, there's no way.
There's no way. We don't know anything about Pokemon cards.
That's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. So
Thank you.
Yeah, are you kidding me? It's my pleasure. It's my honor, dude. It's to be
Oh
the
my
first
God.
Pokemon
Pokemon
card
cards, I mean, like, you're a series regular, I understand. But these things are not cheap.
There's part of me...
Pish-posh.
There's part of me... And this, you are the guest, so you choose. There's part of me that wants to wrap up the podcast, and then we fuck with the camera angles, and we make it a standalone video. Unless you guys got a place to be, we make it like a quickie at the end.
Yeah.
You guys are the.
And
you guys are the. There's already one gift that I think the audience will appreciate.
Okay.
Maybe it's sweet. I think it is sweet.
Okay.
And very specific.
Let's do it. We'll make our
make
own
a standalone video,
We'll make
a
our own
Pokemon
separate
unboxing
thing.
video and see what happens.
because this thing's we're almost at an hour with this. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do all the little fun games we have planned.
Yeah.
And with this thing.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, maybe we get to some of our gimmicks.
Yeah. So we've got 2 different things that we can play around
so
with.
sick.
Yeah. What
today.
are you thinking?
I had a game. Well, we talked about doing where we would just pull up. We'd randomly generate 6 Pokemon.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
And then we'd make a team around it. We'd figure out. We'd talk about them. We just discuss it.
Yeah.
And I have. This really doesn't have anything to do with Pokemon, but I have a folder here that I was gonna, and maybe we save it for guests less equipped with Pokemon knowledge. But I've been furnishing an apartment, and I love going on Facebook Marketplace. It's my favorite thing.
Dude, I got some great things on Facebook Marketplace for my apartment when I was moving.
So
out.
I have some not so great things.
Oh!
saved
Okay.
that I want to show I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
And I wanted to guess. I wanted you guys to take a look at it, guess how much they're selling it for.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we'll take it. We'll do the reveal, and then you say whether or not you think I should buy it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So
fair.
that's kind of the little
I haven't
game
seen
that we're
any of
doing right
these.
now.
I don't know.
Nobody's seen either of them.
Why
One
not?
of them.
Yeah.
I'll describe the first one to you, and then I'll show you.
Okay.
I'm going to cover up the price just so you see. You can
Okay.
see it. Yeah. First one is Hornet's Nest Abandoned in parentheses.
That's perfect.
And right here, I'll show you right here. They
oh my God.
someone has taken a hornet's nest out from their porch and is selling it on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
How much do you think they're asking?
This is
for?
important. Where is this being sold?
It
good. Good call.
is. It's local pickup, which means it's within the city.
It's within the city.
It's within the city or very close in New Jersey.
Okay. If
seen no
I'm
more
a
than-
guy selling a hornet's nest, do you want to go first? Guess first.
Yeah, I just top of my head, like something that can be found, in nature.
In the wild.
In the wild, $15.
$15.
15
But
bucks.
understand there's danger involved in collecting it.
He could have found it though.
I'm gonna go $5.
$5.
I'm saying $5. A guy just trying to make something out of nothing.
Something.
He could have just literally. It could not be a horse. It could
a guy
just be a
just
mound of
being
dirt.
like-
I know this does look like a thing of like a head of lettuce.
Yeah.
The answer is $50.
No way.
50 fucking clams?
50 clams.
Does he
for-
explain himself?
He says in the description. He says it's abandoned, of course. That's all he says.
That's wild.
So he's got to be some kind of like nature guy who's like saying like, no, this is beautiful. You like put this on a table.
$50 for an abandoned hornet's nest.
Wow.
How long has this been put up for?
Still available.
Still available. I got it's probably still available. This is also not the first hornet's nest I've found.
Are they around the same
that's
price?
Gotta be a
being
niche
sold
thing.
for upwards of $50.
No
It's
way.
gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a niche.
I guess
thing
there
where
must be
people
people
collect
that are going
hornet's
around
nests.
collecting it.
It's like those Pokemon card guys.
Second one. Here we go. Rare Oreo limited edition.
Rare Oreo.
Uh-huh.
Where? Just local pickups.
Local pickup. All these are going to be from New York. Here, take a look.
What's it say on
It's just a regular fucking Oreo.
it? It seems pretty rare.
I looked it up.
First class
The description does say
shipping.
double stuffed.
I love double stuff.
Yeah, which is the best Oreo to get.
I don't understand why people are kidding themselves with fucking single stuff.
With anything besides
$70.
$70 for this. Now that you're seeing the game that's being played here, right?
I think I
$70. What do you think? It's all New York pickup. It was up again. These are older ones. So
these are older.
Yeah, these are older ones. So about this one came up like maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
I'm gonna guess $35.
$35. $90.
$90
for this rare limited edition Oreo.
Didn't like a pancake that had like Jesus' face on it like sell for like.
See, but that I would spend $90 on.
But this,
I think it's like 1,000 or something. It was like crazy.
Why? That's what I wonder is what they're what are they really looking for with
like
this?
is that the only photo of that Oreo they have?
There was another. I didn't take a screenshot of it, but there was another photo where they zoomed in a little more.
And do they offer any explanation of like?
They do not explain why this is a rare Oreo. I have to insist that don't explain what's so rare about it.
It's like maybe an Oreo, because I think about like Pokemon cards are silly, right? Like,
yeah.
Really, they're like cardboard, right? And I think about like Game Boy Advance cartridges, right?
Yeah,
that we all had as kids.
Yeah, they go for crazy.
Yeah, like I'm sure to that person who's selling Oreos, he's like, these kids are buying fucking.
But what's
like
the shelf life on a rare Oreo?
But if you're spending $90 on an Oreo, bud, you're not eating it.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're just displaying it.
Yeah. That's
and
it.
What do you're just put it in a glass case?
You put it in polyurethane. Yeah. Some epoxy.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that's all you do.
Yeah.
Well, in that same vein, I'm trying to. Okay, in that same vein,
you're gonna buy one of these, right?
And that's Rare McNug. That's just what it's called, Rare McNug.
And it's Chicken McNugget.
It's a Chicken McNugget.
Is it a toy or
is there a special shape?
I'm gonna cover it up right here. If you see it,
you went out.
Oh, crap. There we go. Right here.
It's a real McNugget.
It's a real Chicken McNugget.
It's a real Chicken McNugget.
Rare McNug.
Rare McNug. Come on, take a look.
But it is just McNugget.
It is just a Rare McNugget. It says
stop saying it's rare.
Well, it's a McNug. This one comes with a description.
Okay.
Rare McNug from McDonald's. Chicken McNugget.
How specific?
Looks like a fortnight and smaller than usual.
Genius.
Price is rather low, as I know what I have. How much do you think they're selling it for?
Think about that pancake.
Wait. Price is rather low, as I know what I have. What the fuck does that mean? That doesn't make any sense. Because if he knew what he had, he'd charge more.
I know. He's saying that this is a low price. I'm giving you a steal with this right now.
I go for
this is
30.
a steal.
$30.
$30.
No, it can't be 30.
No, because you know why? Because he also is going to purchase one of these. So like I can't imagine Ephraim spending money.
He's not going to purchase any of it.
I thought you said you were going to purchase one of them.
I'm going to say one of you at the end. We're going to look at all of them, and you're going to tell me which one I should buy.
Oh, you should buy.
Which one I should buy, because I'll try and get some of them if they're still up. So maybe the Hornets.
So I'm thinking about your budget, and SAG-AFTRA's on strike right now.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna get. I think this is $100.
$100.
Big McDonald's, big name guy.
Big name.
Yeah.
Shaped like a Fortnite. Whatever the hell that means.
Fortnite big game.
Fortnite big game.
$100.
$100. What do you think?
$35. 35.
85,000.
And I thought I was cheating the system. $100.
$85,000.
I think that's just a really funny guy.
It's a really funny
That's
guy.
incredible.
Shaped like a Fortnite. That's something we would do. What should I say? It's shaped like. What should I say? Fortnite. Yeah.
Shaped like Fortnite.
It's shaped like a Fortnite.
All right, and now the last one. This one I really would try and get if I could. if I am so chosen to pick this one, I would.
Oh my goodness!
Ready? It's called the Squidward Cheeto.
I'd pay good money for that myself. That looks like Squidward.
It's a Cheeto that he's found shaped like Squidward.
That's so stupid. That's so fucking dumb.
And also a blatant lie. That dude like stayed up with a little toothpick, just like
carving it out. He says it's genuine fine.
I believe you, pal.
$10,000.
$10,000. Now you see in the game that's being played here. $10,000.
$10,000.
4K.
I'll give you one more hint.
Okay.
It's been marked down by 10%.
$3,000.
There's now a deal on it.
$3,000.
Uh-huh. He thought he was charging
Yeah.
a lot, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna mark it down a little bit. It's too much what I'm charging.
Okay, so my guess is he listed it at $5,000, and whatever 10% of $5,000 is, what, 3,500?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever that is.
Okay. You're like 3,500 is what you're thinking. You're thinking what?
3K.
3K?
Yeah.
$900,000.
Yeah, it had $1 million. Yeah, it had $1 million. $1 million.
That's
So
incredible.
I don't know why. I might do something like that later tonight.
Uh-huh.
Because what do you have to lose?
You don't. You really don't.
What do you have to lose? What is stopping Mark Cuban from stumbling upon that?
That cheetah.
And being like,
that's
you know
psychology.
what?
That's what he's doing. That's psychology he's using. He's
Just-
like, yeah.
Why would I? And I can I tell you, whoever that guy is, he never runs out of shit to talk about. He never runs out of shit to talk about. He could talk to anybody, and I'll be like, well, you want to see what I put on Craigslist? He's always got something to say. It's a genius move. I have learned something.
I feel like it's.
have
I
learned
was
something.
so inspired.
Oh,
so those
my
are the 4, the 5 that we'll look at today.
Yeah, you gotta.
What do you think?
You gotta get the Oreo.
The rare Oreo, limited edition. Rare double stuffed Oreo. I'm gonna look up how to contact this guy, because I genuinely am curious
Have
what's
him call
rare
in.
about this one.
That's what you should put up afterwards. You should put up like your conversation with him. See what he says.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, what's
Or-
so rare about
Or let
this?
us know.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys
Yeah.
know on the next one.
Yeah, I'll be watching.
right.
I think we should. I think
Let's
we
do
should
some gifts, and then what do you want to do? Do you want to do?
I think we should really quickly
Yeah.
just throw out a couple of your favorite and least favorite Pokemon.
Oh, this
and
is
let's just
good.
talk
This is
about
what
it.
people wanna
Let's
know
just
about this.
nice and easy.
It's not fair.
It's
but
It's
people wanna
not
know
fair,
about
but
it.
it's what the people want to know. Favorite, a couple of your favorite Pokemon, a couple of your least
I
favorite
am
Pokemon.
such. I mean, I'm a Gen 1er, guys.
You're a Gen
you
1.
can't stop a
you
Gen
fucking
1er.
grandpa.
I'm a Gen 1er. Yeah,
It's a
I mean,
good, it's a
my,
good one. It's a good Gen to 1.
My, I guess, yeah, mine's are so vanilla. Like I love Charizard. I love
Charizard.
Charizard X-Man. I know you like a Y.
Yes.
Mewtwo,
Okay.
of course. But okay, so some that like I really love recently. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of Cyrillage.
Sarah Ledge is great.
So just sick. I guess my favorite dragon,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dragonite.
Dragonite.
Yeah.
Dragonite guy.
It's a you can't
You're
stop that
a
goofy
Gen
little
1
guy.
through and through.
Through
You feel
and
like they
through.
haven't been beat since Gen 1.
Can you think?
I think competitively, I think I don't like the doubles thing that's happening now. The like renaissance of the double battles.
The doubles needs to go to sleep.
Go
to nap.
Yeah, I'm not a
Doubles
big
is
fan.
back. It's not going anywhere, guys. I
Yeah.
hate to tell you.
I think it's because it's faster.
Yeah, it's faster.
You get
and
into. I imagine you can probably set up a little quicker.
you
or something.
can do. There's more little. That's
Little
my
roundabout
weird
loopholes.
brain, but there's more stuff you can do. You can pull off different things. It's not my preferred format either, but I do get why they like it.
I was a big. I mean, I was a big Infernape guy too. I choose fire every
You're a
single
fire
time.
guy.
Every
Yeah.
single
You're a
time.
fire guy.
I do agree with you that Fuecoco's evolution line is incredible.
There you go. No,
This guy.
I
keep
understand
proving
it.
time and time again.
I understand it.
Your taste is unbelievable.
I understand it. No,
Oh.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
great.
dude, you're how do you say Quackabble?
Quackquaval or
Quackquaval.
Quackquabble. We don't know
Quackquaval.
what it is.
Dude,
Quackquaval.
you missed opportunity every single episode that you don't do it.
Just do a
The voice,
quackquaval.
the voice, your impression, your Spanish
Come dance with me,
quackquaval.
puppy. Come dance with me. That's how it
When
sounds.
you did water pools,
What the booth, puppy?
that was really what made me laugh. Like
my God.
upon reflection,
What gets lost is at the end when you said he gets hit. He goes, oh!
I know people. That is some of our.
Dude, I died when you guys were doing that video. I cackled. When
That's
you
we still haven't matched that, man. That was our best work. We put everything we had into that video.
He gets hit.
But I do disagree with you guys on some stuff though.
Oh, yeah, what do
Oh,
you disagree
oh
with
my
us?
gosh, the
Yeah,
gotcha
yeah.
has begun.
Put us in our place.
Put us
No,
in a difficult
I
position.
I already said the sword and shield stuff, but
Yeah.
also like your opinions on black and white. That
Oh,
like, the story.
We were not good
yeah.
about it. I feel like this has been a real champion of mine where I don't
like the story
of
at
Black
all.
and White.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I agree with you that the story for Pokemon is not very high. The bar is not high, but I think for someone who's like wanted something like the crumbs, like N was such a cool character, I thought.
Yeah, no, I get it. I absolutely do. You know what? Probably a fair amount of it is that you anime, you like those characters. You're a big anime fan.
Yeah. Manga.
I guess manga in particular. And so you're prepared for those.
I'm not a douche, guys.
No. You're like you have more experience with and a better appreciation for that character that's just like, man, I just want to see the world better.
You're right.
You're
right.
If only Pokemon and people could be friends.
Well, no, but it's not even that. The reason I like N is like specifically N is because he's the only character with any like. That's when Pokemon was like, okay, let's give these things personalities.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think I mean, Nemono is cool. I fucking love Arvin, dude. Did you guys hate him?
Yeah,
right?
you don't. I like Arvin. He does not.
That
like
was so
Arvin.
sad, dude.
I wasn't so when we did
I
the
think
video
Arvin is
about
very
Arvin,
good.
I had not played the game fully yet.
Yes.
I had not been there yet. Arvin's okay. I think his design is like a little lame.
100% lame. Yeah.
That was what I was going based off.
But
I think Arvin as a character is pretty fine.
Mastiff,
quite
that's so sad.
I really
I
do
think
enjoy
when you said that and you said you didn't play the game, I was like, Ryan, you got to play the game. You got to play the game.
It was a weird situation. I'll tell you why. It was a weird, bizarre situation. I had to wait till Christmas. But yes, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no, it's I get it. I understand why people like N. I think N looks cool. I think N's got a great look.
Yeah.
Also,
about him.
I think maybe also, I mean, to be fair, like I'm skewed a little because the fan art of like him and Zekrom is like so sick. But
Yeah.
It's all very cool. I never liked the bad guys in like Team Galactic. Or no, are they Team Galactic or Team Plasma? Who is who are the bad
Team
guys?
Plasma, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was more interesting than the whole organization. I agree.
Yeah, like the Getsus stuff.
Yeah.
I never really liked. There's like this stuff. There's a new kind of appreciation I have for like Chorus, that like the scientist.
Have you guys seen the anime stuff too? The little like trailers they put out.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen
like,
a little bit of
high
that.
level,
So
like,
I'm like, okay, I'm open to that.
The big reason why people like stan Black and White and Black and White 2 from like what I know is because it's like the last time the original Pokemon team worked on a game. Like the stuff they did on Black and White 2 was like pixel stuff.
Yeah.
Was like at the time very like innovative and creative, and they like put the most work into those two games.
Yes.
Fair that the Pokemon there were not very good.
I will agree with you. I think out of those like first like the 2D games, I mean, look, arguably all the games, I think Black and White 2 and Black and White 2, the sequels, are some of the best looking Pokemon games out of them.
But it like got missold. Like people didn't buy them though. So then that's why they shifted over, I think, to X and Y, which I thought X and Y was not very good. Competitively, I thought it was great.
I loved. Yes. There were two things that I loved about X and Y, and mostly Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Dude, those are so good.
I thought those games were fantastic, and I was so hooked on. That was like when I really started getting into competitive, and I loved that you could train. Yeah. You had like, do you remember? You probably didn't do a lot of this, but the games, the little mini games you could play that would up your EVs, right?
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
I thought that was genius. They never did it again. I did that for every one of my Pokemon. I thought that was so cool because it put it in my hands.
Yeah, no, Pokemon needs to chill with the like how hard it is to get certain like Pokemon to like. I mean, I think they're doing that now with the events. Like they're giving you like 100 Pokemon, whatever.
Like the right things competitively speaking with all.
No, I don't know why Pokemon seems so averse to listening to people who play Pokemon.
It's true.
I don't understand why they're so like, no, you don't want that.
Yeah.
I really promise I do. I really promise that Mega
is just the best.
I really promise that Megas was the best thing. You nailed it there. You didn't need to go back. No. You didn't need to keep trying shit.
Just keep making more Megas.
You had it right there.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree.
I'm right there with you. at least they're not making whatever, like, max moves anymore.
Oh my god!
What
are you Lola versions of it? The Z moves.
Z moves. Yeah.
So, oh my god, I need to bust out Z move tail whip. Dude, that's disgusting. No, to be honest, I don't care a lick about any Pokemon story ever. I'm just like, oh yes, wow, words. Okay, please let me use my Pokemon. That's what I care about. I play with such a lizard brain.
Because I think Scarlet and Violet is the best story out of any.
I would agree with you. I'm able to concede that.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Yeah. There was a moment where, and I think I talked about this on the podcast, when you go into the like whatever the paradox realm or whatever that where they start playing those people chanting in the background or whatever.
The dad is like animated like crazy.
When you go in with Arvin, Nimona, fucking what's her name with the bowl cut, Penny,
right?
yes, Penny, and you're on your dragon type, you're on Koraidon or whatever, and you're flying in. I was like, okay, this is you got me. This is pretty sick. Yeah. This is cool that they're all together and that they're all friends. So okay, maybe people and Pokemon can be friends. No, I admit I did like that.
Yeah. Are you a hop stan? You're a hop stan? Are you able to tell me you're really with a straight face? Are you going to tell me that Hop doesn't suck eggs?
Hop suck eggs, dude.
Hop sucks eggs,
Hop
bro.
Sucks eggs,
Hop sucks eggs. That's all. That's the only story part. That
but you know
really
who doesn't? What's his name? Leon's younger brother. What's his name?
That's Hop.
That's Hop.
That's Hop. Oh, I thought you were talking about fucking
How. You're thinking How.
I'm thinking How.
No.
I'm thinking
Hop.
How.
Yeah. Hop from Sword and Shield. Hop.
He hates Hop.
Why do you hate Hop,
dude? What a fucking little dork. I want to try Pokemon battle. Oh, I'm so bad at Pokemon. Shut the fuck up.
Actually, fair enough. Like I like when my rivals are like assholes. The best rivals were Gary,
Blue,
and Silver, and like
Silver's so good.
Yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
And like be an actual challenge. That guy sucked.
Yeah,
but I think he was. I agree. But I do think that like in that game in particular, like he felt like an insert. Like Leon was your real rival at the end. Like he was always there too.
Yeah.
And I like the cool thing with all the gym leaders. Like, oh, these guys are like the first time Pokemon's ever like alluded to like a different in the main story like the other games. These Pokemon trainers are actually like would be Elite Four members in other regions. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, no, I thought that was cool. I thought that was very cool.
But it was obviously like every Pokemon game these days, very easy and.
But can you give me this? Worst starter trio of all time. Sword and Shield. Worst starter trio.
Inteleon, Cinderace, and Rillaboom.
100%.
Thank you. That's it. Those are my only points about Sword and Shield. I will play every Pokemon game that comes out until I can't any longer.
Yeah.
An awful.
I think you said it before too. Such wasted potential.
Wasted.
Yes.
Wasted.
Yeah. Very, very good first step Evos, and then just.
Yeah, no, it makes me sad. It makes me sad to think about those poor children. Those poor children.
They don't know what they have.
That game. Yeah.
All right, so should we do the?
Let's do this gift.
Should we do
and
this
then
gift? How do we?
Okay, let's.
How do you want to do it?
I guess let's just do a local trade.
What a scary thing. Well, now I'm back up to 6 minutes. This is going bad.
Do you think?
Want to talk for 6 minutes and then we'll.
Sure, why not?
More content.
What should we do? Do you think we should?
My fear is I want to make sure that no one is dying. By camera, I mean cameras, not.
I thought your plants. I was like,
oh my god, I almost killed a fucking plant. I think I did kill a plant. I think he's dead.
Did you? Where is he?
He's in the intensive care unit right by the window.
Bro, by the way, it's like it's a real thing to like take care of plants, man.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm good at it. I think I just have low maintenance plants.
Yeah,
and
I've killed low maintenance plants before.
Yeah,
I've tried to do that.
Yeah, I've for sure done that too. But I think this guy here I'll show him. This was part of everybody who watched last week will remember this guy. I think this guy should be about 4 times the size he is right now.
That's right. Also the bottle. You cut the.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very artsy, folks. I'm very artsy. Yeah, no. So I think it's just I think this is just like a lame orphanage for plants.
No, no, I don't think so.
Hey, if it's a lame orphanage, count me in.
Count me in. That's an orphanage I want to hang out at.
That's where I belong, huh?
How about you, Ryan? So what's your acting story like, by the way?
My acting story?
Yeah.
My uncle was...
What's your life like?
The
Oh
long
no, sorry.
story short...
Sorry, I did hear this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did hear this.
My
Yes.
uncle was
You're
a
like,
playwright.
I've heard
He
of
did a
this.
play. He asked me to do a reading of a play. We did the reading of the play. We got an offer at HB Studios downtown.
HB Studios, that's right.
Did that a 6-week run. From that, I got a manager. Manager got me an agent. Rolled up.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Manager is how I met him. And then I stopped acting when I was like 20 or something. 21, right?
Yeah, probably.
Probably like 22. Actually, I was like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. And then I started up auditioning again, like probably about a year ago now.
Oh wow.
But I needed to. I was burnt. I was burnt. I couldn't do.
You didn't want to do it anymore.
I didn't want to do it anymore.
That's
I
kind of
wanted to be a civilian.
That's what happens.
Yeah, that's
I
what
wanted to
happened.
get a job.
And then you realized you couldn't. That's also the age-old story.
Yeah. And then I realized,
Dang it, I can't do anything else. I love this thing.
I was like,
Oh, he can do other things. He
No,
can
but
be a
like, but
sailor.
like, but like in the heart, you need to like act.
There's nothing
Yeah.
that I would love more than to be happy being a plumber or a finance guy or something.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I would love to love doing that, but
Yeah.
I can't. Unfortunately,
There's
I have
no way.
to do this roundabout bullshit.
You got.
Yeah.
This is exactly where you ought to be. You got a dream role because we know what your dream role is.
Oh, dude,
You know
what's up with
where we're going.
freaking
Oh,
One
yeah.
Piece, dude?
Yeah, what's happening? Because we didn't say this in front of the cameras yet.
We didn't say this.
No.
There's
Yeah,
a new
dude.
One Piece. There's a new One Piece movie that just came
There's
out.
a One Piece live action show for Netflix
Yeah.
that came
Uh-huh.
out, and
Is it a show or a movie?
it's a show.
It's a show.
Yeah.
Not even.
So
paying
what they
attention.
did with this manga, this manga
Yeah.
by Ichiro Oda is like, people say I go too far, but I think it's actually true. It's like the Odyssey of our generation. Like
The Odyssey of our generation.
look, dude, I love myths. Like I read Dante's Inferno, I read the
Sure.
Aeneid. Like
Yeah.
I Knights of the Round Table. I've read
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like really old
classics.
stuff. You know,
Yes.
like this man, right? Ichiro Oda. This dude, like the manga industry is notoriously like people sleep like 3 hours a day. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of manga end poorly because the authors like suffer like terrible diseases. Like towards the end of their careers, that like the
Yeah.
manga has to be cut short or something. Like Yu Hakusho is one of them. Like the author, like you know,
Yeah.
notoriously was
Yeah.
like, this is like I can't. I need to like live.
But that
right?
one went on for a while too, didn't it?
the anime did, not the manga.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Is the anime? went
Yeah.
on for a while.
So what happens with Ichiro Oda is that like this dude has been #1 like on the charts for One Piece for the last 20 years. So it's like, you know what we're doing in the YouTube show?
Yeah.
Like he's doing that every single week, literally just
He
every
makes,
single
he
week.
makes a new chapter of this thing
Every week.
Every
and
week.
so in the most competitive industry probably in the arts in Japan, right? To like do this and to like be alive is like crazy. So specifically part 1, I really love. I love part 2 too, but like part 1 is where it's like super juicy. And obviously there's not been a really good anime adaptation in the West ever.
Yeah.
So they took this is like a very Looney Tunes-esque like show, right? Like you look at the
Yeah.
show, it's like this guy has rubber powers, like
I
to
know.
do
It's nice and stretchy.
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yo ho ho! He took a bite of gum gum. That's the.
oh,
theme
that's
song.
4 Kids.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the 4
there's
Kids
the four-
version.
yeah.
Yeah, people notoriously hate that one because it like
I know.
That's
That's the one
That's
that
it. I was-
everyone hates.
I would have sung the same thing if I was a fucking idiot. But
but I actually that's kind of what got me into it a little
Yeah.
bit. I actually really am one of those like people that I think the voice actors in that version I prefer.
Wow.
Yeah, but the theme song is awesome. It's funny. Yeah, man. So they did this like the hardest thing you could do in anime to adapt. They adapted like because not only is this like a great story, no one's ever done this right, and I think the live action is awesome. Like it's well done and first like everything was against it.
Yeah.
Everything like Cowboy Bebop, which is a great anime, was way easier to do.
Yeah.
Not that it was easy, but like compared to One Piece, which is like
yeah.
you know like
That's no. I mean, that's like it's like exactly what you said. It would be like if you made live action Looney Tunes, but like you cast like a human being to be
Bugs Bunny.
You
Yeah.
know? It's like
100%. So
Michael Jordan.
yeah, Michael Jordan. Hey, there's something there.
I know, that's something there, right?
Yeah.
so season 1 just came out, and there's a character I'm I would love to play Ace, which I think I'm not the only one who's like doing this like petitioning thing where it's like on Instagram, like people are like, oh, this guy,
But can I tell you? None of them have come on the Bells and Whistles.
That's right. That's right.
None of them have even returned our calls. So fuck them.
Yeah, it's
you
true.
got the ace right
it's
here.
It's true. We got the ace right here. I think you would be a fantastic ace on the show. We gotta pull up a picture of Ace for you.
Yeah,
so
Ace
you
is.
Yeah.
But that's who I'm gunning for. I had But yeah, man. So I'm trying.
That's sick.
Yeah, I'm trying to gun for it. See what happens.
Yeah, bro. I'm sure you're gonna do it. I'm sure you're gonna do that, and you'll let me know if you need an assistant.
That's what I said.
Oh, Fish Posse, you guys are doing bigger and better things too, man. But I'm so serious, man. Like, so what are you up to these days? You're creating. Are you guys gonna do another web series or something?
We're working on something. We're working on something. We're working on. We've been working on this short. We're not going to tell too much to the cameras, but we wrote a script. And then we read the script and we were like, I don't like this script. And then, but now we're getting closer and closer with the rewrites to like what we think it should be. I keep telling people it's kind of like it would be like Straight White Guilt on steroids.
A web series, or is it going to be like
no,
comedy?
just a short. We're not planning on any
big web series.
Big web series. Though we were talking about doing like one Straight White Guilt a year.
And we thought we could do one Straight White Guilt a year.
Yeah,
I think that would be fun.
And that would be a fun like low maintenance thing. I think we'd probably shoot it in your apartment.
Yeah,
I think we do that.
I used to watch your other show sporadically too. The first one.
What's that?
What's
that?
What was it? Straight White Guilt.
Oh, Straight White Guilt. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's right.
That was where we cut our teeth. Really, with like learning how to use a camera.
We did all those, and those are really fun. I think.
I think they are fun. It's very difficult, but they took a lot out of us. They were very simple.
Yeah.
But it was very exhausting to like commit and say, all right, we're going to do 10 episodes of something. We're going to drop one a week.
Yeah.
And that was like back when like we were both like pretty unemployed and pretty available and not really doing anything. And it's just difficult to do with life. But that's not an excuse to not show up and try and do some shit.
We're trying different things.
We're trying different things.
I think we're going to do different types of videos on here for sure where we talk about
I think we do too.
Things that we're,
The like when we started the channel, the whole like goal was to like have it just become part of our routine, and it's gotten there pretty much. Oh,
cool.
Yeah,
like for it to just kind of like our real goal was for it to be just like if to be like a self-contained thing,
right?
Yeah,
where like we have somebody editing clips and editing the podcast or whatever, and we haven't quite gotten there. But it's because it's difficult to find a person. It's difficult to find a person when you don't have like crazy amounts of money to pay.
Yeah,
like
editors are expensive, man.
Editors are expensive, man. It's how I edit. It's how I live. It's how I live.
Is that what you do?
He's an editor.
You're an editor? No way, dude. That's awesome.
It's very not awesome, but it pays the bills. I'm very lucky. I would love to complain about my job, but it allows me the flexibility. I work from home.
Yeah,
I can live alone.
What do you edit?
It's like news.
No, you're doing an art to survive. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I wouldn't say such a thing. I so wouldn't characterize it that way.
No?
Yeah, no. I think I'm live.
You're live? All right, let's see.
I think so. Pokemon, what's the one where you take pictures?
Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap.
Oh, Pokemon Snap was the shit, too.
Was it really?
Back in the day, it was. I don't know about the new one.
We have all these questions.
Oh, we got to do these questions from Gayleen.
We have Gayleen Walsh questions.
Oh yeah, we love Gayleen Walsh.
This is a huge day for
your
Gayleen.
questions are leading off the podcast.
Gayleen, you helped us so much last week or next week, depending on what order we put these episodes out in.
We can't tell.
We can't.
Well,
tell.
or this week.
Yeah, or this week. Yeah, I guess.
Well, really, it's only this week.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Really, this week, isn't it? Everybody, be quiet. Hold on. Okay. All right. Gayleen Walsh, my love, my ex-flame. Surprise, surprise, a couple of Pokemon questions for you both. She doesn't know that these are going to Rolando as well. This is a big surprise.
We should have told her, because then she could have asked you some
but she's being cheeky. She's in shock, horror, ha ha ha. 1, if you were transported into the Pokemon world and transformed into a Pokemon, which Pokemon would you want to be?
Interesting.
Rolando.
Why?
Which Pokemon would I want to be? Oof. So,
I see myself as a magic carp.
I feel like I've thought of this before.
What would I want to be?
I probably want to have opposable thumbs no matter what.
There you go. What's out?
We gotta replace the battery.
It's out of battery.
Gosh, I hate when that happens.
All right. You're
Okay.
back. At some point, we
back.
will have cut to this.
Yeah.
No, we're including all that.
Every single
We're
thing.
leaving all that in, folks.
At some point, we will have cut to this.
That'll be
We get the
that.
surprise of what Rolando is giving Ryan Quigley right now, and hopefully he gives a little version of it to me too.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, sure.
No, I actually, you'll see that I will, and
Hold on.
you'll know which I'll give you too when you see what I'm gonna give him.
Oh my god.
Are you ready?
Wait, hold on. I don't know. I need to figure out exactly what I'm giving you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you.
It can literally be nothing. It's
Give
so
him a little
serious.
kiss to remember you, Bob.
No.
A little love kiss,
A little love kiss,
as it were.
No, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you. I don't know why this is taking so long. I'm gonna give you as a thank you. I'm giving you one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm gonna give you a Magnemite.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's it.
I'm giving you a Magnemite because everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Wait a sec.
Because everybody talks. Remember that song?
Everybody talks. Everybody talks. Everybody talks. It started with a whisper.
We could learn
Yeah.
that on guitar. Maybe we do that in
Or cabaret.
our cabaret.
Okay. Do you want to trade?
Everybody watches. Nobody watches today. What? What?
Dude.
No way.
I don't even know how to begin. I'm getting emotional. So what Pokemon did I say that I was going to trade him a second ago?
Magnemite.
So then I look down at my screen and I see a Magnemite. And I say, okay, I thought I said I wanted to trade it. And I'm like, and then I look closer. It's a shiny Magnemite.
No way. No way.
It's a shiny Magnemite.
Oh my God.
I'm taking a picture for everybody right now. And I'm like, wait, I was like, because hold on, I'm taking a picture right now.
I was like, it's not supposed to look like that.
No.
Imagine you delete it.
But truly, I was like, wait, did I catch a shiny Mag? I was like, wait, oh, maybe not a Magnemite. I was like, wait, hold on. Actually, I can't trade you this. Are you sure you want to give this to me?
Dude, yeah. Yeah, dude. It's, to be fair, like in Scarlet and Violet, it like takes a bit of work to catch shinies, but like it's not the hardest thing. It is pretty tough. Like it takes time. But like
That's crazy that
Also,
you-
another thing too, I didn't realize I like nicknamed it. So if you want to like cancel this so I can nickname it back to Magnemite, we can do that too.
What is he nicknamed?
Eon, I think I named it. At the time.
His name is going to be Eon. His name is going to be Eon forever. Are you kidding me? Are you sure? I'm giving you one last
no,
chance.
I'm so serious.
All right,
dude.
trade it.
Oh man.
Wow, dude. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
It's like I was like, what can I give them to like chill them that like I really do watch the podcast.
That's so
And I was like, your
cool.
favorite Pokemon.
That's so
in a shiny
cool.
form.
How long did this take you?
You know what's crazy with this Magnemite? I shit you not. This particular Magnemite, I was looking for something else, and it came
And it
like
popped
it
up?
popped up. Like, the universe just like
Wow.
because Magnemites are notoriously hard to like catch shiny, especially because you can't really see how they look.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait, hold up. Wow.
Yeah, dude. So it's like a real like it's a
That's
full odds. It's called the full odds shiny.
Yeah.
when you get stuff like that. Which is why I said I hope you didn't play the DLC yet, because like maybe I was like maybe you want a shiny Magnemite to start off your adventure next time.
That's so great. That's so great.
Is so fucking awesome. This is like, I'm trying to honestly think, and I'm not blowing smoke.
Yeah.
Who has given me a better gift than this? Who has given me a better gift than
Also, I
this?
think you got to press it. A dude.
Wow.
That's
That's
so good.
so
That's
badass.
So great.
That's so fucking badass. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get away. I'm going to release my kilowatt. I'm going to release that motherfucker. He's not going to know what hit. He's going to drop so quick. Wow. There he goes.
I also cut in a Premier Ball for you.
Wow.
That's insane.
Or Luxury Ball, I think. Luxury Ball.
You're really good at this, huh?
Ah, dude.
Oh.
Dude, I like Pokemon.
Look at that. Look at that, kids.
Because I've done some shiny hunting too, but like to aim one,
Yeah,
be able to like
yeah.
catch one that you intend.
Yeah, dude.
That's great.
I have your
Wow.
Pokemon for next time I go on the podcast, or next time I see you.
Next time
Actually,
you see me.
That's
next time I see you.
incredible,
Very
man.
cool. I'll make sure to bring my Switch.
yeah, I should have told you. I don't know why I thought in my brain that like
I just carried it around with me. No, I'm just like a guy who's got it around.
But you know what it is? I think I knew you had a different apartment. I wasn't sure if this was your apartment either.
No, it's not. No, I'm moving my own.
That's
I got
crazy,
my own
man.
situation.
Dude, he's got buff special attack too.
No way!
Yeah,
you got the right nature,
got-
or
no,
you gave it to?
No. It came
It's
like that.
it's whatever the negative special defense, but it's
Yeah.
That's still great.
It's not modest.
yeah, that's super fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my
Man.
god.
Also, I think you can change an
Thank you.
Nature's
Yeah,
an
you
event.
can.
change it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta pay like $1,000 or $Pokebucks or whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
What an incredibly sweet gift.
Yeah,
oh
man.
my fucking god. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
How jealous are you?
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous.
How jealous
I
are
should have
you?
brought my Switch. All I brought was my Switch blade.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow.
What do you think? Should we call it?
I think we gotta call it. I think we gotta. I mean, we totally ignored Galen's
We didn't
questions.
answer any of Galen's. But Galen will answer more of your questions next week.
Out of the like just the pit of my stomach, it's not the answer I would think I would give if I like actually thought about it. Probably Scizor.
Scizor, that's a great one.
Yeah, to like
That's a
live
great
as a Pokemon, maybe Scizor.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What I think I this has been an Arcanine thing, but I want to be a dog. I
Oh,
wanna be a
that's so
dog.
cool,
You want to
yeah,
be like
yeah.
Arcanine or like I was playing around with the dogs, but like
Which
you wanna-
Arcanine?
Oh, not the rock one.
Not the Legends
Not the
Arceus.
rock one, the OG one.
I think a Caterpie.
I bet you'd make a mean Psyduck. And then just to throw Galen one more bone. This is a quick one.
She asked about the shinies, right?
Yep. She said, "Has you ever caught a shiny?" And what was it? Mine, funnily enough, was a Psyduck. Your first shiny.
No way.
Yeah, that's actually my first and only shiny until this.
You want to hear the saddest story
Yeah.
ever? When I was a kid, for some reason I was sexist with Pokemon. So like,
Oh, everybody was.
Yeah,
Everybody was.
Everybody
Never
was.
apologize for that.
I don't want this one.
Yeah, I don't want this one. So when Pokemon Silver came out, I was like, going around doing my thing.
Yeah.
Hardest to find Pokemon like in those old games.
Yeah.
My first shiny ever that was a Wooper that was shiny.
Wow. Oh, but Wooper's pink. When
Uh,
it gets
I forget. No, I think Quagsire's pink.
yes, Quagstar's pink. Yes.
But so I saw it and I was like, it's shiny because it was a girl. And I remember it to this day because it was a stupid decision. I ran away.
Oh man.
I was like, I don't need this Wooper.
No.
And I didn't get another
Wow.
shiny until Nose Pass in Diamond and Pearl. It's my first one caught.
That's what you deserve.
Yeah,
That's what you deserve.
That's what you
Yeah,
deserve.
That's what you deserve. I'm trying to think.
Women.
No, you've clearly know how to catch a bunch
Yeah.
of shinies though.
Now I do. Yeah.
Yeah. I first one I ever caught was a shiny Shuppet.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny Shuppet.
Shuppet.
That turned. I had it become a Mega Banette.
Isn't it funny when you find a shiny, like, and then you're in the middle of a playthrough, then you're like, oh, I wasn't gonna use this Pokemon, but now I have
Now
to.
you-
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what? Well, I guess and it was really cool. I really liked having it.
Shuppet.
What do I've caught Galen. I've caught a shiny Barraskewda. I have a shiny Barraskewda. I have a shiny crap, I can't remember what it's called. I think I got a shiny Scovillain because
You got a
No way.
shiny?
Yeah,
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 you
I
did
like
tell me
that. Yes,
Oh, that's
I like
right.
those. Yes, I like
Yeah.
that a lot.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to think of the other ones. But I really got into it this most recent go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shiny hunting or.
Yeah, shiny hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't. I was having trouble. I had trouble doing it before.
It's
the other
it's
ones.
tough. It's
Yeah.
like it's just time consuming, not really
Yeah.
tough. And also you have to
Yeah.
like wear your glasses while you're doing it.
You're
'Cause,
like,
especially for the it's like the harder ones are,
Yeah.
the smaller ones.
but the
especially.
hardest ones are the eggs, the egg Pokemon.
I have
Yeah.
no patience for
I can't
hatching
do any of the egg
I
stuff.
have no patience for
I
that.
did. You know what's crazy? The craziest thing, and I'm a crazy dude. Like for some reason I just can sometimes just do this.
Yeah.
Like I'll just like watch a TV show. I'm just gonna shiny hunt. It took me like 2 weeks. And after like the first like 2 days, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, now I have to do this. It's been 2 days. But
Yeah.
then like I like was going crazy to get a shiny Quackable.
Wow, but you had to
Wow.
hatch. You had to keep
I had to
hatching
keep hatching
the eggs.
Keep hatching the
Holy
eggs. It
cow.
was
How many
crazy.
eggs did it take?
Oh, it was fucking crazy. It's like there's like
Must have been like
it was like 2 weeks of like
200.
Oh, way more than that.
I don't know how long does it take to hatch an
it's
egg?
like thousands. It's like
Oh my god.
yeah, it's like 'cause it doesn't take that long to hatch an egg, but like 2 weeks of just like on my off time, just like all right, what I'm just gonna.
But
watch
probably.
I was it was in the middle of a plane ride that I just did it the whole time, nothing.
But oh god. But when you finally do get it,
It feels good. It feels good.
that's got to be better than sex. Come on, shiny fucking Quaxley. You kidding me?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Let's wrap it up because I want to open these bad boys.
Yeah.
Typically, we make people sing, but you're not singing. It's just look in the camera, tell everybody where to go, what to follow, everything.
Guys, if you can follow Puppets in Felt Armor on YouTube, that'd be great. We have an Instagram that you can follow as well. We have a TikTok as well. We're on that, and yeah, just keep watching the Bells and Whistles podcast.
Oh, shut!
Yeah,
up.
no,
Oh,
it's a good show. I like it, and yeah,
so
and maybe comment Rolando for Ace.
Rolando for Ace. Here we go.
If you
Rolando
wanna-
for Ace.
Rolando
If
for
you want to
Ace.
follow at Rolando Chusan in my Instagram.
All of those links are in the description down below. Do what the man says. He's a man with taste and honor and smarts.
Civility.
Civility. Rolando for Ace. If you made it this far in the video, please leave a like and comment. Rolando for Ace. If you have any questions, we'll answer them next week. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that. Turn on the notification bell. If you're listening on any of the audio mediums, whether it's Apple, Spotify. You got a joke? Apple. That's Spotify. Apple or Spotify or something else. Leave a 5-star review. If you don't leave a 5-star review because we weren't that great, you're crazy. But if you feel obligated to do 4 stars, do 4 stars. 3 stars? Are you kidding me? Look at this handsome Latino, partially Asian man who comes giving people shiny Pokemon. You're telling me he deserves 3 stars, you moron? Click off the video, see if I can.
My God.
Email us, bellhopproductionllc@gmail.com with any questions you want to edit for us. That's fine. And if you say fuck all that, hey, I just want to give you guys money, we have a Teespring down in the description below. After all his links, you have to click every one of his links to get a special discount, 0%. And then you can get a tea bag. I was about to say
You can pay us to tea bag.
You can get a T-shirt, a knapsack, a sticker, whatever the fuck you want. It's at this store. Do it. If you don't want to do any of that, we have plenty of other shit, don't we?
Yeah, we do. At this point, hopefully, at least one of the 3 ways to survive videos have been moved on here. Well, maybe we'll talk about moving more.
What is it? Jerry the Killer?
Jeff the Killer.
Jeff the Killer.
Jeff the Killer. Killer Jeff has not been edited at this point. I can promise you that. That video is like 3.5 hours long.
I hyped it up now. You got to do it. I've done it.
Well, we'll figure it out. But we'll add one of the other ones that we've done. We'll be moved on to here. If you'd like to go and follow us on another fucking Let's Play, go and check that out. Where we really don't do anything over there. We're hopefully at this point, maybe we're streaming, maybe we're talking about streaming. Maybe we've got some of
There's
other
all the links.
Yeah, there's all these things that you can do and check out on here. I've got some video ideas of my own. It's not going to include this guy over here. Follow us on OnlyFans. Remember we talked about you and Amelia having a podcast?
Yeah, I said
too.
because I told Amelia, I said I'll do a podcast just with you. You know, remember our friend Amelia Dahmer?
Am I sitting on her spot?
That is
her spot.
Yeah,
wow.
That is her spot.
What
Our
an
friend
honor.
Amelia Dahmer.
What an honor.
I said, because she's my drinking buddy. We drink once a week regardless.
No way, really?
Yeah, no, she's like one of my good friends.
That's awesome.
You would have ever
You
thought.
never would have guessed, but she's one of my best friends. And I was like, if we're doing this, let's see if we can make some money. I'll do a podcast with you. You just have to come up with an idea. And she's like, yeah. And then she never came up. She did come up with an idea, but it's too involved.
What?
So I said, I know she loves trivia, and we've been going to a lot of trivia lately.
Have you really?
Oh my God. We go to trivia. You're coming to trivia next Friday. You around next Friday?
No, I'm back to Texas. I would love to, though.
We'll phone you in.
Yeah, do it, man.
And she loves trivia. And the last couple times we went, and there was one time where we had a dominant performance.
Wow.
Mike was there.
What's your team name?
The Lanternflies. They came up with the name before I showed up.
Oh, gotcha. You have a team.
Yeah, we're part of a trivia league.
Wow.
She loves trivia, but she was like, well, all right, so this is what we do. We get a guest, and we stalk their Instagram, and we curate trivia to them. And I was like, and she was like, and we alternate weeks. So I come up with the questions, you come up with the questions, I come up with the questions. And I said, Amelia, so you're telling me I have to go stalk a person, find their niche passion, educate myself on the niche passion, put together 10 to 15 trivia questions on the topic that I think will be challenging and entertaining at the same time on a week-to-week basis. I can't do that.
She's definitely not going to do that.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, it's a lot.
You guys should just, I don't know, just watch, she used to watch Jeopardy together or something.
We'll talk more about the Amelia Dahmer.
What's the guy in the Sopranos who was like the main killer, the main not
the main killer,
part of Tony's gang, but he was like the one who just like people.
Fabio?
Was it Fabio?
Furio. Was it
Furio? I don't.
You're talking about the one that hooked up with the wife, or
no? I'm talking about the guy
I swear
the guy who was the most
Jeff.
loyal to Tony the whole series. Not Christopher. There was I forgot his name.
Paulie
Walnuts.
Walnuts.
Paulie Walnuts.
Okay.
I love how your Amelia impression is Paulie Walnuts.
She's not Paulie Walnut. She's more of a Silvio.
Yeah, you like this.
She's more of a Silvio.
Silvio, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Stephen Van Zandt. Yeah. Rolando,
the best guest we've had in a year.
the best guest of the month, at least.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for having me. I really am a fan. This is so cool.
You are one of the most likable people that I've ever come across. I've known you for, I don't know if it's been 2 hours yet. I've known you for that long. What an incredibly charming, likable, obviously talented. The puppets and felt armor stuff is fucking incredible.
Thank you so
much. Keep doing it. I'm happy that you're making content, and I'm happy that you're getting inspired to make even more stuff, because I'm sure you're going to be, it's going to be fucking incredible. One of the biggest surprises I've ever gotten was this fucking shiny Magnemite, which I am absolutely going to use for the DLC. I have to play the DLC.
You gotta play the DLC.
Dude. Man, what a pleasure to talk to you. I'm excited to now know you.
Yeah, bro.
Keep writing right apart from me.
I will. I'm 100%. Also, I forgot to tell you. You guys know I'm your 1,000th subscriber.
You are the 1,000th subscriber that we get.
Yeah. Do you know that?
He was the 1,000th subscriber.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
Because I subscribed.
You unsubscribed.
No. I like had another account that I used too. And then like when I saw you guys, it was in LA, it was nighttime. You guys were 999. And I hit up Ephraim so I could be sure to like, you knew.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, check your YouTube.
Wow.
Subscriber, yeah.
To Kid Part 2.
Yeah.
Kid Part 2.
But just like the sincerity though, for real. Like I do, like you're saying all this nice stuff, but really truly, like I am a fan. And it's really cool to meet you because like I know Ephraim, but I don't know you. And it's like I see you every week, and it's like so strange to be like, oh dude, I'm a fan of this guy. This is crazy.
You know how to make people feel good, and you're gonna go far. I'm excited to be a little minion of yours.
I'm just honest.
What about you? You got anything else to say?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're here. I can't think of a better guest to start us off doing this again. Seriously.
Honestly, I feel bad for the guests that follow.
I'm so excited about who you are and who you're becoming and all this stuff that you've done. It's just great. It's
Likewise,
just I can't sing your praises enough. Rolando for Ace.
Rolando for Ace.
Thanks,
Rolando
guys.
for
I
Ace.
appreciate
It's
it.
true, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You got anything else to say?
It sucks. I gotta say something nice about you, but like I really do mean this. But like Ephraim, your audience doesn't know. Like I don't know how many of them are in New York or whatever, but like you are one of the most incredible actors I've ever met. Like watch Puppets. If you watch Puppets and Felt Armor, like actually like look at like his job, what he does with Mordred is incredible. But like, and I do mean it. Like when we were in like doing regional theater together, like I kid you not, I really do think the actors there, the older actors specifically, like some of the best actors I've ever met. I still look back, like I did like a TV show for Hollywood, like my favorite actors were still from regional theater, and I love the actors in Promised Land, but I remember those guys who I was like looking up to, like I was so jealous because they were like, oh man, but that Ephraim, like he's keeping up with Reed, like he's so good.
Thank you.
But like it's true. I really do mean it. I became so inspired. I was like, I need to be this guy's friend because this guy's awesome. Like, and you were also just a great person.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's very sweet. We don't do this kind of thing on the podcast.
No, we really never. It's very rarely are we honest.
But that means a lot. That means a lot to me, Rolando.
Nah, dude, I'm so serious, and that's why I'm always trying to sneak you into my stuff to work.
Hey, man, and likewise. You got to come back more often. That's all
obviously
I can say.
you are welcome on the podcast whenever you search.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Whenever
man. I
you want.
appreciate
You
it.
just need to bring a shiny Pokemon.
You got it. You got it.
He's
I got
got
your.
another, he's got another one for me.
I got yours in the bag too.
I know,
think
I gotta
you-
get
Yeah,
mine.
you know what it is by now. I
Yeah, I'm
think.
sure it's a Dunsparce. But I'm gonna act so surprised when it comes my way. You can't believe it. I got nothing else to
You
say.
got nothing else to say? Well, you got to let me ask you.
Well, sure,
I didn't,
yeah.
Nobody asked.
So, sure, sorry.
You got anything else to say?
Nothing.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Is there like a thing that I can rub? I want you to be a genie. Can you?
A genie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there something I can?
Oh, that's cool.